My man, Donny T, whatever you want to think about him, the man, the giant, the president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, is a disruptor. And, you know, before the election, I noticed there was a lot of positive sentiment in India towards Donald Trump. Now, India is what I'll say the home of spirituality in terms of exploring the dimension which is beyond physical. India has contributed the most throughout history. So I saw and I was talking to some people. I was teasing them a little bit. Like, "Hey, Kamala is Indian, you know? But somehow, still, she does not get that much support in India compared to Donald Trump. So many people love him in India. He is beloved. He has a pretty great relationship with the leader, President Modi. So when I was looking at it, and this is what it is, because there's a difference between opinion and perspective. Perspective is how something looks. Opinion is a judgment of whether it's good or bad. Now, what I'm doing right now is less of a commentary on Donald Trump and more about the opportunity that is there because of him being president. So, a lot of people in society, in the society of political correctness, they hate Donald Trump. They don't like him. The very mention of him is like, he's supposed to be very vile and this and that. So, you can't really deny, though, that he's unpredictable. More than any leader that we can remember, especially in the Western world, he's very unpredictable. And he's also pretty transparent. He is pretty open in terms of what he thinks, how he sees things. Many people might look at it as he's somebody very divisive. And I am one of those people. For a long time, it has been hard for me to understand his appeal. Because I have an affinity to Obama, Obama is my guy. He's black. And more than that, he's Kenyan. And he comes from my village, or my grandma's village. So it's more of like a comfort thing also. Trump is much more uncomfortable. Hope is comfortable. It will be okay, So hope and fear, they go together. That's the thing. Some people are good at masking their divisiveness. But when it's out there, it can be very uncomfortable. But that's the way of life. Whether you seek refuge in some hope, or you just see how naked, bare it is, that it's not always appealing, but if you pay attention to it, there's an opportunity to grow. And yeah, when Donny T, the man Donny T, Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, when he first came out, it was more of a dismissiveness. There was a dismissiveness around it, where people just felt like he was dumb or whatever. But you cannot really deny right now that he's a person who knows how to pay attention to things. He does not let things go very easily. Now, he might not be paying attention to the good parts, but he's good at paying attention. See, society is like that. A lot of the times politics is a symptom of society. It represents, or it gives us like a view of a snippet of how society is. In terms of mentality, there's that. There's people who are more ready to confront things, and there's people who are trying to hide, And so much has been said about the Democratic Party and liberals and whatever, so I won't go into it. But it feels like some reckoning is happening, where is going too far left to the point that, you cannot really confront anything. And people become lulled into this sense of comfort. That things are okay, everything is tolerable, tolerant society. Then when a guy like Donald Trump comes around, it wakes you up. And spirituality is about waking up. In some way, Sadhguru has talked about if someone is a monster, that's the best thing for your spirituality. Now, I'm not saying Donald Trump is a monster, but a lot of people see him like that. So, Sadhguru is also seen as he is a disruptor. A guru is a disruptor. Osho is a little bit more, disruptive in a social sense. But in the terms of effectiveness, for the sake of effectiveness, Sadhguru is managed it a little bit more diplomatically. So, Donald Trump is very observant. He knows a lot of the times what is going to work. That's where it's gotten him to this place. He cannot get to this kind of level of influence without having some kind of attention, paying attention to something. Somebody like Elon Musk is also in that, he has paid attention to something. So it goes like that. There's people who love Donald Trump. They will also be kept on their toes. So that's also good for them. And in terms of there's the RFK, he's associated with so many people. RFK, there is some parts which I agree with. So many parts of Donald Trump I don't agree with. But I understand. RFK, I understand more. In terms of his approach, might be a little bit more traditionalist. But people look down on these things which have been practiced for centuries. And they've shown results. Science has done so much. But also, destroyed the planet in terms of exploiting it. And he has some out there views, but some things needs to be challenged. You need to challenge something before people can, okay, maybe we need to look at it. What is any merit? See if there is any merit in it. So, Donny T and his crew, I don't know, 46th president or something. So, this is, for me, I look at it. If you're spiritual, then it's great, because it pushes you, it challenges you, and this is the way of life. The world was getting in a place of comfort where, so much entitlement, and any little question, people are quick to claim offense, play the victim. As in my last video, I talked about that. So Donald Trump, today, Inauguration Day, what is the worst that can happen? This fear is there in people. He's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. Anyway, those things are happening in different ways. So Obama also did so many things which I did not agree with. And it's like that. You can kind of put some makeup on it, exaggerate it a little bit, the good qualities, and kind of overlook, the other parts which might not be so great for life. So many people have exploited life on this planet, and there is really no exception. So it's not a place of judgment for me. I just wanted to talk about how it's an opportunity, and life is like that. That the more challenging something is, the more of an opportunity there is for us to step up and grow.